All right. It says we're live.
Okay. What are you live on?
Huh?
What are you live on?
What am I live on? Oh, my page.
Oh, you didn't change it. It's all right. Your songs.
What?
Turn the automation off.
No, not yet. This is our promo.
Okay.
Then the airplane, and then the Blues Brothers clip.
So you're streaming it on your page.
Did I screw that up?
Yeah, that's all right.
Can we get it to the Gnarly Dudes page? Tim, we're a long ways from Chicago.
Thank God.
Further than 106 miles. But I don't know how full your tank is.
It's not. I'm on a quarter.
Are you wearing sunglasses? No, you're not. And you don't have a half-pack cigarettes.
No, I don't.
Well,
Don't smoke.
okay, that's good. So we, among many other things, tonight are celebrating the 40th anniversary of the release of the Blues Brothers.
We are?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
You
I didn't
know?
get the memo.
Yeah, I told you. Don't lie to me.
You gotta crank me up.
I do?
Yeah.
How come you were so low?
Well, because other people use the studio besides us.
How dare they?
Yeah, that's what I say.
So, Blues Brothers, my favorite movie of all time. And I remember growing up in Chicago when they were filming this. Everybody was so excited. And streets were closed off. They filmed some of the scenes downtown. And especially that big scene at the end where they drive through the Daily Center and the car falls apart in front of City Hall. And then the SWAT team comes up. Uh-oh.
Oh, Guapo's destroying the studio. We
Yeah.
cannot get blamed for that one.
El Guapo just broke the keyboard, our keyboard prop.
Oh, that was El Guapo's, not us.
Yeah, so lots of great lines in the Blues Brothers, like the one we just heard. It's 106 miles to Chicago. We have a full tank of gas and a half pack of cigarettes, and we're wearing sunglasses.
Hit it.
So I was actually talking to my friend El Guapo.
Now El Guapo's going to come back and destroy it even more in the studio.
What are you doing throwing stuff around?
Don't mind us. We're just having a show.
Yeah,
here.
we're just broadcasting
don't
live
mind
right
us.
now. So.
Sorry to interfere.
So yeah, we're having a party here tonight as well.
Party?
So yeah, because that was the pizza just arrived. Is that your party dance?
I don't know what that was.
Did we get the Facebook Live thing straightened out,
No.
or do I have to stop and?
Don't worry about it.
So.
It is what it is.
All right, can I share it onto the Gnarly Dudes
No, I'm
page?
not
All right, I'll try that when we are playing a song. Anyhow.
So what are we celebrating?
Well, the 40th anniversary of, is he signaling to us now?
I think he's telling us to get off the air now. After he destroyed the studio, he's saying, get the hell off the air.
We're celebrating the 40th anniversary of the release of the Blues Brothers,
Okay.
plus several birthdays.
Say it's your birthday. Da-da-da-da-da. Well, it's my birthday too.
Some musical birthdays. Ray Davis from the Kinks. George Michael from Wham and
Solo.
and himself.
George Michaels from George Michaels.
And Mick Jones.
Mick Jones from The Clash, and Big Audio Dynamite.
Big Audio Dynamite. I once dated a woman.
You once dated Mick Jones?
No,
I want to hear
dated
these
a woman
stories.
whose last name was Jones, and one of my nicknames is Mick. So I said, if we get married, I want to change my name to Jones, so I can be called Mick Jones.
There you go.
And then we broke up after that.
I can see why she broke up with you. It's your birthday next week on Canada Day, July 1st.
Yes, Canada Day.
So happy birthday. I already gave you my gift.
I was born on the 100th anniversary of Canada.
And Canada's never been the same since.
No. And your birthday is tomorrow. And we are celebrating your birthday too. So I brought a cake.
You did, Brian.
And
thank you.
When I get off the mic here, I'll show it to the camera. But yeah, so it's a big party. I have my party. Where's your party hat? You're not wearing your party hat.
I'm not wearing my party hat.
I'm wearing my party hat, and we're just gonna have a good time. So we're gonna play some Blues Brothers songs from the soundtrack, among other '80s favorites, and also we'll have some other clips from the movie as well. Plus, I'll just reminisce of some of my favorite lines and how I still use some of my favorite lines, including, the line when they're in the diner, the Aretha Franklin scene.
I told you, I haven't seen this movie in like 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
And I can barely remember the movie.
Well, that's one of the most memorable scenes when Aretha Franklin sings.
I've lived a life since then.
Anyway, they step up to the counter and they order food. And
does Aretha start belting out respect?
No, Think. Think is the song that she sings.
Okay.
And so Jake says, I'll have 4 fried chickens and a Coke. And she says, you want chicken legs or chicken thighs? And he says, no, 4 whole fried chickens and a Coke. So when I used to substitute teach, I would carry my little 6-pack size cooler around with my lunch in it. And the little kids would ask me, what am I having for lunch? Or what's in there? So that's my lunch. They're like, wow, that's a big lunch. I'd say, yeah, it's 4 fried chickens and a Coke. So here's one from the Blues Brothers, Sweet Home Chicago. All right, so am I supposed to stop this?
I would just leave it stream. Because you can upload it to YouTube and then to the Facebook page.
Yeah, but what about the people who are trying to watch on the Gnarly Dudes page? So how do I stop this? I don't understand how I'm supposed to stop this. Marcel says, good day. Oh, you already saw that.
Yep.
Chris is there. All right, I guess we can leave this. Share.
Evan's there. Or he was there.
All right, I can share this to the Gnarly Dudes page, looks like. Sweet home, Chicago. Baby, don't you wanna go? I don't know why this does this. Can you try from your phone to share to the Gnarly Dude page?
It won't let me share to the
It won't let
page.
me share either. All right. Well,
We got people watching.
let's see what's next. I thought the blue highlight was supposed to be on what's playing next.
Not necessarily.
Okay. Well, George Thorogood is next.
Cool.
And I told you that I was going to learn a song. I learned the riff from... I guess I'm going to have to take this off.
Pizza's out there, by the
I
way.
know.
Pizza.
What?
Pizza.
I didn't tune up either. Baby, don't you want delicious birthday cake, chocolate fudge. It's in 3D.
It's in 3D.
It's like Dr. Tongue's
Be all over my face in a few minutes.
Dr. Tongue's 3D house of cake.
Be all over my face.
Saxophone solo. Oh, I should be playing my kazoo.
Maybe it's time to go get a slice of pizza.
Oh, you didn't give me one?
You didn't ask. You want one?
There you go. This is the full version of the song, 7 minutes long.
It's gonna make thrilling video watching us eat.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to drop any on my ukulele. That was right in the camera.
And I'm sure it was great. How to attract listeners. Eating food. Chowing down.
This is the song that they play at the concert at the Palace Hotel Ballroom.
Okay.
And they sneak out and go into the tunnel. So they tell the band to keep playing and then they go and sneak into the tunnel.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Marcel.
What are we thanking them for?
Chris said happy birthday, Gnarly Dudes. And Marcel said happy birthday, Tim. So thank you both. Much appreciated. I need a drink.
Mr. Fabulous on trumpet.
I know, ma'am. Thank you. You had told me I brought my trumpet.
This is the closest thing we have to a trumpet.
Oh, yeah. George.
This is what I learned.
One day I was born. Oh, get around. Let me go. I said, leave this alone. Wait. Say around. Are we coming on after this song or not?
Yeah. Oh. I stopped auto.
Mm-hmm.
So this whole song, this entire song is this one riff.
Bad to the bone.
Bad.
Bad to the bone. Our theme song.
Our theme song?
Why not?
Saying you're bad to the bone.
You're not? Somehow it does not fit the image of George Thorogood jamming.
What if my ukulele was blue?
No.
Black?
No.
Red?
Maybe. Baby, it's yours alone. I'll tell you, honey, I'm a bad to the bone. Bad to the bone.
Oh, we still have 2 minutes.
Oh.
See, I told you I was going to her song.
Yes, you did. You kept your word.
40 seconds.
I'm ready. Rock and roll. You didn't tell everybody we were going to be on for 3 hours either.
I didn't.
No.
20 seconds.
George Thorogood on the Gnarly Dudes, Bad to the Bone. Love that song.
Tim, are you bad to the bone?
Bad. Bad.
Before that, we heard the Blues Brothers with Sweet Home Chicago. That was the song that they played where they were performing at the Palace Hotel Ballroom on Lake Wassapawani. And they snuck out through the tunnel. Mr. Fabulous on the horn. The
Yes, thank you.
trumpet.
Thank you.
I've been called Mr. Fabulous before.
I do not believe that.
But not for my trumpeting skills. Although I did used to play the trumpet, so.
I'm not going to go there. Not going to go there.
So tomorrow's your birthday. Do you know, I have too many things over here.
Just destroy the studio with El Guapo.
Well, El Guapo already started, so. Do you know who your birthday twins are?
No.
Do you know of any famous people who are born on the same day that you were born?
No.
Well,
You did research?
I did research. You know who my birthday twin is?
Who?
Pamela Anderson.
Ooh.
We're born in the same year, so we're very much birthday twins. All right, so you ready?
She's better looking, though.
There's a pretty good list here.
She's better looking.
Better looking than what?
You.
Well, yeah. And so I don't have to do any more research because I know that's it. That's all. That's as far as I need to go. So
Pamela Anderson, that's his
Pamela,
woman.
that's it. That's all I need to know. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
Helen Keller, born in 1880.
All right.
Do you remember Willie Mosconi, the pool player?
Yes.
He was born in 1913. Here's a good one. The wrestler, Dick the Bruiser, born in 1929. Oh, you're going to love this one. Ross Perot, 1930. Fashion designer Vera Wang, 1949.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, you never heard of her fashion line? Or fashion designs?
No, sorry. I'm kind of stupid in those areas.
All right, this one's really bad. You might want to tell people you have a different birthday. New Life Church pastor Ted Haggard, born in 1956. J.J. Abrams, writer, producer, director, born in 1966.
Same year.
Tobey Maguire,
There you go.
1975. And to top it all off, Khloe Kardashian, 1984.
I have no clue who she is.
She's one of the Kardashians.
I know that, but no clue.
Yeah, so are you impressed?
About Khloe Kardashian?
No, about who you share birthdays with.
Not really.
No, why?
Because it was never a thing for me who I shared birthdays with. I was never intrigued by who shared a birthday with me.
I'm pretty intrigued that Pamela Anderson was born on the same day I was. So she is also born on the 100th anniversary of Canada Day, or of Canada. So born on Canada Day. So that's why I like Canadians so much. And when I was in Toronto, I asked the question because I heard through the rumor mill, that if you're born on Canada Day, you automatically qualify for citizenship. And
Is that the rumor mill you started?
Well, what does it matter where it came from? So the response I got was, no, you just get free beer.
There you go.
So if I move to Canada, then I have to start drinking beer.
You could drink for one day.
Well, I could also settle for jelly donuts. I'm sure
There
that
you go. Tim
that
Hortons?
that would be a substitute for beer. Jelly donuts.
I don't know how that's a substitute for beer, but Tim Hortons is pretty good.
I went to the Tim Hortons across from the hotel late one night, and there were like 3 donuts. I'm like, nah, I'll pass.
So it's not like Krispy Kreme where they had the light on saying hot donuts, fresh donuts.
It was like 10 o'clock or something like that, and not many things were open, and I went in, and yeah, it was just a sad looking. It's like going into 7-Eleven and seeing that last hot dog on the
little roller. That's probably been there since noon.
Yeah, and you're like, nah.
I don't need a hot dog that bad.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, no. So
Well, I traveled in Canada quite a bit for my job, and the one time when I was in Vancouver, I stayed at a hotel that was real close to Tim Hortons, so I'd go there for breakfast most days.
I've been to Vancouver once. Yeah, interesting story. That's probably too long to tell.
Well, we got an extra hour in today's show. You didn't announce that.
Oh, so it's my fault.
Yeah, it is.
You have a microphone in front of your face too.
You're the one running the control board.
That doesn't mean I have to do everything.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
You're the executive producer of today's show.
So, as extra added bonus, we're doing...
I don't know who the bonus is for.
We're doing another hour. So, we're going all the way to 10 o'clock.
Ooh, past my bedtime.
I suggested that we do an overnight marathon, but Tim said no.
No. And you did not suggest either.
I did the other day when
No,
we were here. I said, let's do an overnight marathon.
Oh,
And
I don't remember that.
You said no. Imagine what I would be like.
That's why I said no.
At 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's why I said no.
On no sleep.
I'd be on the floor sleeping and snoring. You could just broadcast my snoring.
Okay. All right, we'll just put the microphone up to your face, and you'll have a pillow tucked under your head.
Yeah.
Well, should we play a song?
That would probably be a good idea.
All right, let's see what's coming up here. Looks like a couple of ads. And I'm not really sure, so let's just play.
Just hit the button.
Let's hit the button.
Let's be on the wild side. Oh my gosh.
Could be dandruff.
I'm going to be with your towels. Would you like another slice while I'm out here?
Sure. You're missing the scene from the tunnel.
Oh, sorry.
Who is that girl?
Such violence.
I remained celibate for you.
In celibacy.
I must not kill you. And your brother. Oh, please don't kill us. You know I love you, baby. It wasn't my fault. No, I didn't. Honest. I ran out of gas. I had a flat tire. I didn't have enough money for cab fare. The tux didn't come back from the cleaner.
Why are you repeating it? I can hear it.
No, so they can hear it.
They should be listening.
I swear to God, it wasn't my fault.
Take it easy. Everybody. Everybody. Did you know that John Belushi?
I'm sorry?
Did you know that John Belushi actually did those backflips in the church? My soul's on fire. Man. I feel a little sad inside. Yeah.
Where was...
What? Need somebody, everybody. Need
Yeah,
some-
I think I talked about it the other day. You sent that last 2 minutes of the Australian rules football.
Yeah.
I had no clue what it was. I mean, I knew it was Australian rules football, but I had no clue what was happening.
I forgot to tell Marcel that I watched some of those clips. That looks like a game that a bunch of little kids just made up.
I hope she's not watching because you're insulting her.
I'm not saying it's an insult. I'm just saying it's just like complete chaos. And it looked like something that, you know, a bunch of kids made up and they're just running around, you know, trying to kick the ball.
Because it said the final 2 minutes, I thought something fantastic was going to happen, and I couldn't figure out what it was.
Jitterbug.
Wake me up. Come. My soul.
Before you go.
Hit that note, Mike. Hit that note.
You know, I just realized that the woman on the Cars album on the bottom, Shake It Up, that kind of looks like Marcel. You know, I think that she could probably recreate that photo.
You can ask her next time you talk to her.
Yeah.
Probably have to send her a picture of it. Be up before you go. Going solo.
If I turn it off now, it's not going to play the next song.
Nope.
All right, we have. We still have a minute.
What's the next song?
White Snake.
Okay.
And for some reason, I only had 3 songs in this group. Unless you want to play White Snake, come on after White Snake.
Doesn't matter. Whichever you prefer.
What?
Whichever you prefer. It's your show. You're the master controller.
Did you hear that, everybody? And the master controller. 20 seconds.
Come on, Mike. You can hit that high note.
That should have been a gnarly mix.
Just pull up your underwear a little more and you can hit that high note. George Michael celebrated a birthday yesterday.
Well, he didn't celebrate it.
Well, no.
Maybe others celebrated for him.
But he may have celebrated wherever he is in the afterlife. You don't know that.
All right, I take that back.
You don't know that. He could have been partying up. Jimi Hendrix, John Lennon, George Harrison,
You think
Janis Joplin.
You think those guys would let George Michael hang around them?
I don't know. Could be.
Could be. I have an interesting Wham story.
You met George Michaels?
No, it's from high school. You remember going to the homecoming dances and all that stuff, or did you not go because you couldn't find a date?
Wow. Is that where we're going tonight?
Yeah. Going right down that road. I couldn't find dates, so I went to, it was the last homecoming, so senior year I went to it with my friend Jim, who we've talked about before, and another guy. His name was Mick. And so I ended up connecting with this girl who I had an interest in, but she was there with a date. And a Wham song came on. I think it was Careless Whisper. Is that Wham? That's Wham.
That is Wham.
Yeah. So
without the ukulele.
what we did was she wanted to dance with me, so we got like in the middle of the crowd. It was really crowded. We got in the middle of the crowd and we started dancing the slow dance. And I could see her date walking around the periphery, looking for her. And And because we were in the middle of the crowd, he couldn't find us. And,
You marriage wrecker.
This is high school.
Marriage wrecker. Home wrecker.
And then she ended up like ditching him until it was time to go to home. He had to drive her home. And then I remember after that dance, walking back to my friend Jim, and he's like, dude, if the two of you were any closer, you would have been in each other's clothes. Good times in high school. So after that, her and I started dating, and then we went to senior prom, and that's another story, senior prom. But there you go. There's my Wham story.
There's your Wham story.
Wham!
Bam!
Wham!
Bam!
Should we do a news story? Do you have a news story?
Yes, I do.
Do you? All right.
Yes. Did you know that
No, I didn't.
Prince's custom guitar from Prince's 1980s prime sells for $563,000?
Yeah, I bought it.
Yeah, right. I know you didn't buy it.
No, I tapped into your bank account.
I definitely know you didn't buy it.
Yeah.
A custom guitar played by Prince at the height of his stardom in the 80s and 90s sold for a staggering $563,000, according to the Denver Post. The Blue Angel Cloud 2 electric guitar skyrocketed beyond the estimates of $100,000 to $200,000 it was expected to fetch at the Music Icon sale run by Julien's Auctions in Beverly Hills. Prince played the blindly blue guitar with the artist's love symbol on its neck, beginning on the 1984 Purple Rain tour on the classic albums Love Sexy and Sign of the Times. He used it into the early 90s. So there you go.
Wow. Who bought it?
Does not say.
Does not say.
Yeah, usually they want to remain anonymous. Yeah, the identities of the buyer was not revealed. So maybe there is a hope for you and your ukulele that when you pass away, people could advertise it as the ukulele played by Mike from the Gnarly Dudes, as heard on the Gnarly Dudes Show.
Yeah.
And maybe it will bring $5.
Well, maybe that's a good reason to fake my death, and then
Thank you, Tim.
and then somebody will go to the auction. I'll have a plant in the auction, and they will
Run it up to $5.
Yeah, no, they will run it up to $1 million, and then somebody will buy it, and then I will just split the money with them, and then live anonymously.
No, because I'm gonna be in the auction audience.
You're gonna be in the auction.
I'm gonna be in the auction audience, and I'm gonna be watching for you. And I'm gonna be like, there he is. He isn't dead. This isn't worth anything.
No, I'm not gonna be there. My plant is gonna be there.
I'll know who your plant is, even if it's Robert.
Well, I have a story to share, and my phone is giving me trouble. Distillery recalls gin bottles mistakenly filled with hand sanitizer. This happened in Australia where's the location? It is in Apollo Bay at the Great Ocean Road Brew House. So
I go there all the time.
Apollo Bay happens to be about a 3-hour drive from Melbourne.
3-hour tour.
And so I have hired our friend Marcel to be our international news correspondent to follow up on this story. So they go on to say that the bottles that were labeled 55 Casino Gin were sold during the weekend at the brew house, and they were filled with hand sanitizer. Luckily, they were able to retrieve the bottles before anybody drank anything.
What should have been in the bottom? What alcohol?
Gin.
Gin?
Yeah. So here's a quote. Consumption of the product may have side effects, including nausea, headaches, dizziness, bloating, vomiting, thirst, and diarrhea. So can you imagine somebody drinking the stuff and going, man, this gin is making me thirsty. And then they drink more, and then they get all the other side effects. So what I want Marcelle to do in her investigative reporting is that I want her to take a bottle of hand sanitizer and a bottle of gin, not only compare the taste, but then see if the hand sanitizer makes her thirsty, and that she...
So you're wanting Marcelle to drink hand sanitizer?
It's part of being an investigative reporter.
Wow, what a friend you are.
Yeah, and then she could, it's called, living the experience. And then she could tell us exactly what it's like. It's just like those people who have gotten infected by COVID who are telling their stories, So this could be a very powerful...
Yeah, some of those are just trying to cash in.
A powerful story. So Marcelle is the
Does she know that she's doing this?
Is the one and only Gnarly Dudes international news correspondent.
Does she know she's doing this?
I did mention it to her, but I didn't get a response. I think that we're going to have to up her pay, and I'm not sure how we're going to convince El Guapo to do that.
I'm waiting for our pay to get up. Up from 0.
Yeah, but we don't look like that woman on the Cars album cover, so,
Well, I'll admit Marcelle looks a lot better than both of us, yes.
Yeah, you just said the same thing about Pamela Anderson.
Yeah,
me.
she looks better than you.
Yeah, so, I would think that El Guapo would...
Heck, DJ Dana looks better than you.
Well, of course she does. She looks better than you, too. She looks better than the two of us combined.
Well, that's not hard to do.
And speaking of which, DJ Dana will be my guest host next Friday.
She will be.
So tune in for some more shenanigans with DJ Dana.
Okay, I will. I'll be sure to tune in.
All right. Should we play another song?
I would think it would be a great idea.
Okay. We got some Whitesnake. I can't reach the mouse. So the top of the hour should be coming in after this song.
It'll come in early then.
Huh?
It'll come in early then.
About 5 minutes. This is a 4.5 minute song.
Okay. Here I go again.
Here I go again. Down the street of dreams.
Here I go again on my own. Do you have a data or undateable?
Yep. So you were born in 66?
Yes, I was.
Oh, I thought you were 68.
No, 66.
So J.J. Abrams is your actual birthday twin.
Yes.
That's pretty cool, but not as cool as Pamela Anderson.
Oh, well, you know.
To walk alone.
Pamela Anderson's probably reached her peak.
She's what?
She's probably reached her peak.
Peak of what? Here I go again.
Where did you send this link to?
To your email.
Oh, okay. I kept waiting for it and I never saw it.
I couldn't.
So I'll watch it now. Streets of Dreams.
Daniel. Again on my own. Can I rearrange the order of these sound effects
You might be
by
able to.
dragging and dropping?
You should be able to. That went over the air.
I was trying to drag and drop it. Cool stays cool. This kind of sounds like a Clash song.
This?
One of the reggae songs. I think there's too many ads bunched up here. Close enough.
Close enough for government work.
Oh, we should ask them again. But we have cake. Say marble cookie brownies.
How much more cake do you want? There are a ton of commercials in this.
I know.
Is this the last one?
Yeah, and I'm gonna do a Blues Brothers clip. I know somehow those all got bunched up. It's all your fault.
No, you were running the control. You're running the computer.
The new Granada. Three orange whips.
What is an orange whip?
It's I don't know. I wonder if he actually made that up or if it was a line in the movie, you know, that maybe it was just one of those spontaneous things that he just made up. You know, hey, want an orange whip?
Yeah, what's an orange whip? Never heard of it.
I don't know. I get the impression it's a drink that tastes like a dreamsicle. So, you know, that's just how I imagine it.
That's how you imagine it. Alrighty.
Well,
We've killed 1 hour.
just about reached 1 hour, and
We got 2 more of this to go.
yeah. So, are you saying you're not having fun, or you're concerned that we're gonna last 2 more hours?
I'll let you figure it out.
You'll let me figure. I have to do everything today.
Yes, it's my birthday.
Oh, I see where it's at.
That's right. It's all
All right.
about me today.
Well, since it's your birthday, I have a gift for you,
Oh no.
and I even wrapped it in recycled packaging material. All you have to do is loosen the Gnarly Dudes sticker.
Yeah, I know what it is.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to feel it. Oh, he's smiling. All right, so I figured that since it's, for those of you who are on the air, it's one of those kind of like Fat Albert bats with a.
It's called a big bat.
Called a big bat.
It's called a big bat.
So I figured since you're missing baseball so much, and that you may want to you know, play some ball with your son, and you know, play your own game and stuff, since you can't watch any.
Well, thank you, Mike. I'm touched by the
I can tell. You're a little bleary eyed and
sentimental thought that you had. I'm feeling a little verklempt.
I would also have to say that you cannot use that to bonk me over the head. I know you're tempted.
Oh, don't worry. It's going to be a fun 2 hours now.
Well, you know,
tee it up.
if you give me the wiffle ball, I'll
There goes the ball.
I'll pitch some to you.
There goes the ball. Oh.
So, are we doing dateable or undateable?
It's up to you.
Well, all right. Let's see if I'm situated properly here.
You're the one who's mastering the controls.
You keep calling me a master. I have a feeling you're gonna, you know, use that against me somehow.
Mike, I would never use any of that against
You
you.
can use you.
Which I gave you my gift to you earlier.
And I didn't even see what it was.
Oh my gosh, you probably lost it.
No, I put it in my pocket. Let's see, which pocket did I put it in? Oh, here it is, I think. Let's see. What is it? It says, a gift for you. And it is a gift card to Bambino's Urban Pizza and the Skirted Heifer. That's why you asked me. You were sneaky. That's why you asked me what my favorite pizza place was. So thank you.
You're welcome.
I will have a pizza in your honor. with
I'll
all
bang somebody over the head with this bat in your honor.
with all the ingredients that you hate. All right, so I have a bit of an extended dateable or undateable tonight.
What do you need to prepare? Should we go into a song?
No, I have everything here. I just need to get the kazoo and then
Start the theme song.
Start the theme song if I can reach the mouse.
And then you're banging against the mic.
I can't see anything. So,
Good album, Peter Gabriel. You're gonna miss
that
that.
is not a funny joke.
You are going to miss that joke.
No, I won't.
When I am not here, you're going to miss that.
It's just no.
Yes,
it's
you will.
Not a good joke. Sorry, I had to get a drink so I can be.
That's good radio.
You know, if I had an orange whip, then I wouldn't be thirsty right now. So, this first introductory bit here is going to make you very glad that you're married.
Okay.
Okay. So, one of the sites that I frequent to search for material has added some new things to put in your profile, selections, you know, types of things that you're looking for, all that kind of crap. And here is the entire list of things that we can choose from as far as orientation. And I'm going to read this off. So it used to be very simple that you either chose straight or gay and man or woman, and that's what you're looking for. Okay, now, here it is. Here's the list. Straight, gay, bisexual, lesbian, queer, pansexual, questioning, hetero-flexible, homo-flexible, asexual, gray asexual, demisexual, reciprosexual, achiosexual, ace-flux, gray romantic, recipromantic, achiro-romantic, aeroflux.
What are all of those?
I don't know.
I
don't know. You know, I just wish that we could just go back to a time where everybody was just still in the closet and we didn't hear about all these weird things. Life would just be so much simpler.
Well, I didn't understand what all of those were.
I don't know. I didn't have the time to look them all up. But then if I found all the definitions, we'd be talking about it for another half an hour. So anyway, and then you also have the choice of pronouns, what pronouns you prefer. Like
I've seen that.
He, him, she,
Yeah,
her.
I've seen that.
So in my profile, I wrote in, because there's a space to write in other, I wrote in that I use dude pronouns. Dude. So.
And so how many dates have you gotten from that?
You know, what's really irritating is that for some reason this site will not let me search. When I go to the search page, it gives me this link to fill out my profile. My profile's already filled out, and so I'm just really frustrated with that scene right now. But anyway, again, I have two profiles this time.
All right.
And let me find the buzzer here. Oops, wrong mouse again. All right, there we go. I can actually read it now. So, okay, this person has a job in sales. She has a bachelor's degree. Doesn't smoke, drinks socially. Doesn't do drugs. Is a Christian/other. Doesn't have kids, and is undecided about having kids. She says, "Hello!" Exclamation point.
Hi.
Dog lover a must. Period. That's it. That's a buzz for me.
That's a buzz for you? Okay.
Yeah, because being that I'm allergic to dogs, if you're insisting that I like dogs or have a relationship with your dog, I've had that before. I had a woman who I just met, and she told me that she didn't want to date me because she wanted me to have a relationship with her dog. I'm like, okay. It's always nice to have people tell you that you're less important than an animal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And she goes on, if you don't like dogs, comma, please forget about it. Smiley face. Okay, so is she joking, or does she just think that, you know?
No, I think she's pretty dead serious.
Yeah. Please believe in God. Please be loyal and want a partner in your life. No smoking of anything, please. Oh, and please don't be married or be in love with your ex-girlfriend! Exclamation point. Other than that, would like to meet a good guy one of these days. Other than that,
that was the play, Mrs. Lincoln.
She just listed a whole bunch of things that you're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so it's like, okay, why don't you tell me what you want instead of what you don't want? So for me, that's 3 strikes. And are you in agreement with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
it's all negative.
yeah,
There's
all
no
very
positive.
negative. Right. Yeah. So if you don't do this, I won't like you. If you do this, I like you. If you no, everything was I don't like you if you do this.
It was
that.
don't
do that. All right. So this other profile is very brief. This person has listed as her occupation cannabist. She's a cannabist, and like 5 out of the 7 profile pictures had some reference to marijuana.
Okay.
Pictures, tattoos, something.
Okay.
All right. So
this is Colorado, so that's big.
Yeah. She has some university education. Doesn't smoke. Okay.
Yeah. Wait a minute. That's a contradiction.
Yeah. Doesn't drink. Non-religious. Doesn't do drugs.
Wait a minute. It's still considered a drug by the federal government.
Yeah. Kids are over 18. Doesn't want any more children. Blah blah blah.
So her kids are over 18?
Yeah. All right, you ready?
All right.
There are things I want from a real man. However, I stopped looking. After the degradation I've witnessed, quote unquote, there is no spoon.
There's no spoon? What?
Thanks for stopping by. That's her entire profile.
There's no spoon? What does that mean?
You know that when
I don't get that. There's no spoon.
the big spoon and the little spoon, they fit together,
Yeah.
like spooning, so she thinks there's nobody out there for her. Okay? This is her entire profile, along with pictures of marijuana related things. So, and she also won't say whether or not she owns a car. She speaks Russian. She doesn't have any pets, but she considers herself very ambitious. So I actually think.
Okay, wait a minute. She considers herself ambitious,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no real men. So she's not ambitious enough to go find a real man.
There are things I want from a real man, however I've stopped looking.
That's not ambitious. You don't have any ambition then. If you stop, you're lacking ambition.
You are correct. That deserves a buzz. So I actually think that she is being rather brilliant here, that she is using reverse psychology, because she's saying that there's no man for her.
So she wants a man to prove.
And all these dopes out there are going to say, I can prove to you that I'm man enough to be your dude. And so I
I can
think,
see where you're going with that, but I don't think it's going to work.
No, you don't think?
No.
You don't know who's out there.
No, I don't. You're right. I do not.
Yeah, so I think she's just using the reverse psychology to
Okay.
benefit here, but still, I would overall have to say
Our losing streak continues.
it continues, and I'm okay with that.
We got to find you a date.
Because it's entertaining.
We have to find you a date.
Do we really?
Yes.
Well, I tried that one time.
Yeah, I think she was listening to the show when I went off on her.
No, but she found other things to do. All right, hey, we have another Blues Brothers song up. Give me some lovin'. Let me see. What am I doing here? Oh, I gotta push this button and I gotta push those buttons over there.
Yeah. A lot of button pushing.
All right, here we go. Oop, this is a kazoo song. You know, I walked in the Safeway to buy that cake, and they had a box full of those right inside the door. And I started walking past, and I just put on the brakes. I'm like, "Arr!" And I'm like, wait a minute.
So impulse buying worked for you.
Yeah, I'm like, this is perfect for Tim, you know. So I hope I got the right color.
Well, of course, blue. Blue.
I was thinking blue for Blues, but then after I bought it, I'm like, oh,
Red
maybe
for
you want
Cardinals.
red for Cardinals,
Yeah.
you know. So
Either way, you're safe.
all
either
right,
way.
good. Do we have anybody listening or watching?
3 people, but I don't know what 3. Roll call. Who's watching? Shout out. Nobody. They're not roll calling. They're like, hell no.
They're hiding.
I don't want to admit I'm watching. Oh, Chris.
Chris is still with us?
Chris is dedicated. Loyal listener.
Well, Chris is waiting for you to watch your video.
Oh, she knows about it? You told Chris? Oh, Chris, and you didn't tell me?
Thanks, Chris.
We're talking Sunday, Chris.
For keeping my secret.
So when am I supposed to watch this video?
You can watch it next if you want. Or wait, we gotta be playing songs. So we have time now if you want me to just keep playing songs. You gonna watch it in front of the camera?
They can see me.
But they can't see your screen.
Well, no, I'm not going to show the screen.
Why not?
Because I don't know what it is.
It's on. It needs to be shown. It really does. Trust me.
It's already got 4 likes. I thought this was a private video.
I had to share it with Chris and the people who are involved.
KCMJ.
Hey, Tim, happy birthday! Hope you have time to get in a good celebration before you mosey on down there to Texas. We're gonna miss you around these parts, but happy trails, partner. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Tim. I don't have a kazoo like Mike or a ukulele or any other fabulous instrument,
Thank God.
but I gotta shake her. Happy birthday! I'll spare you singing. I hope you have a fabulous birthday in your new home in Lubbock. I will miss you and Denise very much here in town, and I'll miss getting together in our formerly in-person lunches. So I guess we'll continue the tradition virtually, and I'll be eager to see you in your new place when we do. Happy moving. I hope all goes well. I know you'll love your new place, and happy birthday. What a fun thing to celebrate right away when you get there. And anyway, I'll miss you guys so much here in town, and I will still treasure your friendship. So thank you so much for that. Happy moving. Happy birthday. Take care. Be well. Be well, my friend.
Hey, this message is for my boy, the gnarliest dude I know. I
Evan.
wanted to wish you a happy birthday.
Evan.
Hey, it's your birthday. You know, it's my birthday too. Yeah. I just really wanted to tell you I appreciate you, and I love your shows, both your shows. The Gnarly Dudes has really helped me a few Fridays, especially like in May, man, when things were really, really bad. So I just really wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I hope you really have a wonderful day. And be safe on your travels down to Texas, and I'm looking forward to being on the show in a couple weeks. All right, see you. Peace. You say it's your birthday. It's my birthday.
I don't know which is worse, the Black Hawk jersey or you playing the ukulele.
We're gonna have a good time. Happy birthday to you. See, Tim, I told you that I was gonna learn a song by the end of the week. Happy birthday, my friend. Thanks for being a gnarly dude. And thanks for being a good friend. I wish you good luck in Texas. Sorry to see you go, but I'm glad that we're going to try to make the Gnarly Dudes Show continue. Just think how different your life would be if you had not said yes to me asking if I could be on the radio. It would be much less appealing without me as your co-host.
That's true.
So now
That's
it
true.
is the time for the airing of grievances. First of all, Sammy Hagar. If Sammy Hagar were a hobbit, he would be Bilbo Douchebaggins. And furthermore, don't get me started on we are experiencing technical. Please stand by.
This is my favorite part.
We now return to our Red Leaf Color program, already in progress.
Oh, you know what? So I heard it's the Gnarly Dudes, Tim's birthday today. And nothing reminds me of way back in time like that, like Hulk Hogan. Oh, brother, I'm gonna put it on you. But what I wanted to do was today was to show Tim for happy birthday these calves. You sure you want to do a jump contest, brother? Come on, brother. Jump me. Let's jump. Calf so fat you can see it from the front. Happy birthday.
Tim, happy birthday, man.
Zach.
Hope you have a fantastic one. Gotta say, you've been such a cool addition to my life. It's been so nice to get to know you as a music lover, just as a cool dude generally. Gonna miss you. But I'm hopefully I'll get to come down and come down to Texas and say hello. So anyway, happy birthday, man. I hope you have a great one. Thank you for everything you do for musicians and the indie music scene. We really appreciate it. Have a good one, my man. And once again, happy birthday.
Greetings to Mr. Tim Bird. This is Steve Harris
Gee.
coming to you live from the studios of WROKP. And I am here to wish you a happy birthday. We've got a special request, so hold on to your hats. And here it goes. Check it out.
I don't know who that is singing.
Just pretend that Don in there was actually Tim. And that song was fantastic. So I won't sing again. Rock on, brother. Rock on. Tim Bird.
Dave.
You are a broadcasting legend here in Colorado Springs, and we are sad to lose you this year.
thank you for your partnership in many amazing adventures on the air and off. What else can I say? Don't ever give it up. I'm glad to hear that you're going to try to keep all of your broadcasting ventures going and webcasting ventures going. So don't ever stop, man. Don't stop creating. Take care and come back for a visit. Let us know when you're going to be in town. We will set up a reunion in your honor. Bye-bye.
Happy birthday to you.
Mercy.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tim. Tim. Happy birthday to you. Tim, happy birthday from me and so many people that think the world of you. I really hope that today's fabulous and life affirming, and the year ahead just gets better and better. I know that you've got a move ahead, which is very exciting.
I never told her.
I did.
really hope that chapter's going to be filled with joy and excitement. I've been reflecting on meeting you for the first time. It wasn't face to face; it was via technology. But I was very grateful for the warmth that you radiated, and just the genuine care that I instantly felt meeting you for the first time. And I'm very lucky to know you, and I'm looking forward to many years of friendship with you. While I was reflecting, I also joined some dots. And you see, Tim, I realised I liked you from the moment I first spoke to you, and part of that must be because my favourite Australian biscuit is that Tim Tam. Yeah, and because it's your birthday, I think it's really appropriate that I eat a Tim Tam biscuit. Maybe not just one, because it's your birthday. Is that alright? I think I should eat them. And when I meet you in person, I'm going to get you a big box of Tim Tam biscuits, because we need to celebrate you. And I certainly am. I'm going to do that all day long. Okay, well, I gorge on chocolate biscuits. Happy birthday. Enjoy the day and enjoy, well, my gosh, it's all unknown, isn't it? I mean, I know I'm from the future and everything, but you don't know what's in store. I do. And it's looking really good. Particularly for you, because you deserve it. Happy birthday, Tim. Bye.
That's good.
And we're back on the air in 45 seconds. Good timing.
That was really good. Thank you.
You're welcome. It was fun making it. Seconds. 10 seconds. So Tim just watched the birthday video I made for him. And can you actually speak now?
No, I really can't. A lot of great people on that video. A lot of great people that. Well, we've never announced it on the air, but I am moving. This is the last show that you and I are doing together in person, and you did a great video of a lot of great people that been a part of my life for the last 5 or 6 years. And it was well done. I appreciate what you did. That was great. Thank you.
You're welcome, and you deserve it. And I was glad that so many people had volunteered to make some recordings, and so I toiled over that for hours and hours putting that together. And no, it was really fun, and you know, had to throw in some funny bits. And
You did very well. It was a very well done video, and I really appreciate the effort you put into it, because I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate the times you and I have had for, was it 5, 6 years now? 7 years almost?
5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
And it's been, and you heard me say this, I didn't know you were listening or you watched it later, I don't remember which, but I was interviewing a local musician here in Colorado Springs. Actually, he's from Castle Rock, but anyway, you've heard what destroying things. We're destroying. How I feel about having the opportunity to work with you over these years. It's been a pleasure. I've enjoyed doing this show, the Gnarly Dudes, and the other show we've done before. And it's been a real honor to have you in my life and have your friendship.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, and I feel the same way. And you know, we have had some good times. I'm gonna be sad to see you go, and that's why some people have been wondering why I've been running the board these last few weeks. And I'm in training. For when you're gone.
Well, today's the last day. We're kicking the training wheels off, and that's why DJ Dana will be sitting here next week, because I will be in the middle of my move. And then
you will be transitioning, and DJ Dana will be here to help me out, and hopefully El Guapo won't abandon me that night, or we might be in trouble. So I need to write this stuff down, you know, otherwise I'll just forget how I do all these things. So because this is our last night together, I pulled out all the stops, and I brought all of my instruments.
You have brought everything.
But I also brought a couple that you haven't seen before. And these will be, that's why I asked for the extra hour.
So you have more time to play more
instruments. To play other instruments. So let me see, reach into my magic bag. I have, you've seen this before, I have my noisemaker. And, I almost forgot. I know the real reason that you're moving is because you're in the witness protection program and you've been made. So I have an assortment of mustaches
That's great. I love that. That's great.
I would be happy to give to you so that you can stay here and still, be disguised. I have a friend who went to the FBI headquarters in Washington D.C. and they actually have a gift shop, and he bought the shirt that says, "I'm in the witness protection program. I don't know you."
I want that shirt.
But the two other instruments I brought with me today are one a harmonica, which I have no idea how to play, and then also a jaw harp, which is much harder to play than I thought it would be. And I'm not going to try to demonstrate now. I'll work on this later, but every time I try this, I think I'm going to break my teeth.
Well, I don't even want to try something like that.
I couldn't get the sound out of it, and then I played it once on my previous show and didn't realize the sound that I wanted was coming out when I was playing it. So it was just really strange. But anyway, that's another reason that we're having this party tonight, is because you're moving, and I think there's still some pizza left. So with that,
I want to know when we're going to break open the cake.
Oh well, go ahead. Well, we need
we need plates, knives, and forks.
We need we need silverware. So all right, I'll play these ads and another song, and then maybe text El Guapo right now and see if he's got some. I'm sure
I'm
he's got
texting somebody else right now.
Oh, so I gotta do it. I gotta do everything again tonight.
You're the master of the controls.
All right, I put an exclamation point after my message, so hopefully he'll come soon. But man, how lucky are you? You had you got Marcel to sing to you, and I looked it up today that those Tim Tams, they look really good, and you can get them through Walmart or Amazon, and Walmart was sold out. So I don't know if maybe there's a distribution problem. But yeah, they look really good. When I hear this ad in the car, I'm like, what? Am I being shot at? That's like if you have an ad that has a siren in it, you think that you're getting pulled over. Maybe I should try this before I have chocolate on my lips.
No forks, spoons.
You have plates? We have more of these?
Why? You guys don't want to reuse those? Or?
I don't know. Chocolate and pizza?
I don't know. It's up to you guys. I got more plates if you really feel it. You know, if you really feel strongly about it.
Well, yeah, I do.
Okay.
All right.
You know, I just want to make sure that you've, really kind of thought it through and made a decision based on logic and science.
We have, yes. Thank you for understanding. Madonna. All right, this is going to be difficult to maneuver around here with a... Did you ever see anybody cut a cake while they had a ukulele strapped on them?
No.
Hopefully I won't knock it on the floor.
One day, the fudge is going to disappear like a miracle.
You want a piece?
No, that's okay. I had wings and pizza and I'm done. If it gets too warm up here, let me know. I'll turn the air conditioner.
I think it's good right now.
Okay, good. Okay, you guys chow down.
Thanks, man. I'll have one of these. This is a great song. Quotations. Oh, success. I didn't get any candles because I didn't want to set the place on fire. I thought that was a wise decision, considering that.
Yeah, that's very wise.
Considering all the things I have to control today. Yeah, so all the people who submitted knew this was I was going to show tonight. So I shared it with them earlier today. Oh, this is good cake.
Trice. What song is this?
Straight to Hell. Clash. I told you I was going to put it on the playlist.
Yeah, but
to hell, boy. I haven't played my Kazoo Vuvuzela tonight. It's a good thing we have another hour and 20 minutes. The big audio dynamites after this, then we'll come back. Should I do the rest of the show with chocolate frosting on my face?
sure. Why not?
Delicious cake. I bought this cake yesterday. I'm like, Tim better not tell me he doesn't like chocolate.
Oh no, I love chocolate.
All right, good. This is really good. Did you have one of those Fat Albert bats when you were a kid?
Oh yeah.
The sound they made when you hit the ball. And then yesterday I found an old friend. I got the seeing the clip is the tie. It's one of the best pieces of swag I've ever gotten at a conference.
Swag.
Yeah. I like his hair.
Can you send me that video so that I can save it?
You want the file?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Actually, I got that idea. Some people did the same thing for Robin, his last birthday, and I thought it was so cool, to see all of his friends saying nice things. Oh, I guess I got. All right, coming on after this song. We still have 3.5 minutes. Make sure that I play all these before the hour's up. I was concentrating too much on the pizza. Now I have to make sure that I shoot you too, because that picture I took of you that I used for the Blues Brothers thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some good use out of that.
I'm sure you are.
So
I regret doing that now.
I'm gonna do the life-size cutout and put it in the chair.
I was going to buy you one. I looked at that, but it wouldn't have been delivered this week.
Oh.
Because I was going to buy the big head.
Yeah.
You could have where it's just a big head.
Yeah.
And I was going to bring it in tonight and then just sit it here for you for every show.
That would be awesome.
But it wouldn't have been delivered until after.
Well, if you still want to send one, we could use it next week with Dana.
It takes like 5 to 7 or 7 to 10 business days, I think it was, from the time production ends on it.
All right.
So it would have been like after your birthday, and with the holiday, it would have been sometime like a week after that or whatever.
And all the sound effects were created by me.
I figured that.
And then I found that piece of plexiglass yesterday. I'm like, hey, here's my ramp. And so that's what motivated me to do the Evil Knievel. Activity. Activity. 15 seconds. couple there from Mick Jones, Big Audio Dynamite, and The Clash. Mick's birthday was today.
Well, that was, still is.
Well, yeah. You got me confused there.
Still is his birthday
It
today.
is his birthday, so we're celebrating Mick's birthday too. So,
And we had earlier in the show, I don't think we mentioned it, but we played some Kinks. Ray Davies had
yeah,
birthdays.
that was when you were watching your video. So we played two from the Kinks as well. So Ray's birthday was on my list here. Ray's birthday was the 21st. So some important birthdays.
Yeah, big week for
this
birthdays.
Yeah, and next week.
And of course, I end the week with my birthday. We end the week with big birthday.
Yeah. Save the best for last.
That's
is what
right.
you're saying?
Exactly right. We lead up. We got Ray Davies and George Michaels and Mick Jones and then Tim. It's the birthday party to end all birthday parties.
Yeah, and your birthday twins with J.J. Abrams.
That's right. So he's got a lot of special effects he can do.
Are you needing special effects right now?
What are you trying to say?
Saying that you ain't getting any younger.
Ooh, look at you over there. You're not getting any younger either.
Well, see, all this time I thought that I was a year older than you, and it turns out that you're a year older than me. Even though that we are twins and we were separated at birth, according to our bio.
Which nobody's ever read, I don't think.
You don't think anybody's ever read that?
I don't think so.
No? And our father was killed in a tragic accident trying to navigate a bass boat through the Northern Passage. Oh, let's see. I have another news story here somewhere.
Well, if you don't, I think I can pull mine up.
I got something here from your own home state of Missouri.
Missouri?
Woman pulls over on highway when snake spotted in car.
I'd pull over too.
What would you do if you're driving along and like a snake comes up over your shoulder and you hear psst? What would you do?
Pull over.
Pull over. June 19th, UPI. Police in
Missouri
came to the assistance of a driver who pulled over at the side of the interstate and fled her vehicle when she discovered a snake slithering around the floorboards. Can you make you need to be making, sound effects. The Eureka Police, where's Eureka?
Eureka, Missouri?
Yeah.
It's just outside of St. Louis.
Oh, it is? Okay.
You know where Six Flags is in St. Louis?
Uh-huh.
That's in Eureka.
Okay. The Eureka Police Department said officers responded to a woman who, quote unquote, called hysterically asking for help. Would you be hysterical?
I don't think I'd be calling the police.
Yeah. Well, maybe she thought the snake was shifty and had stolen something from her. When she found a snake inside her car while traveling Thursday morning on Interstate 44.
Party far.
Right, if they say it's
Party
party far.
Party far.
Police arrived and were unable to reach the snake. So they were trying to call him? They were unable to reach the snake. I'm not available right now.
Please leave a message.
So the car was towed.
I have no hands. I can't answer the phone.
My Bluetooth isn't working.
Yeah.
Police arrived and were unable to reach the snake, so the car was towed to a safer location while officers waited for the serpent to come out of hiding. The department said, quote unquote, the snake made the right decision and fled the vehicle.
Wait a minute. The snake made the right decision. What? The police officer, what were they going to do?
They were going to beat him up. Yeah.
I
Shortly
see
after,
them put handcuffs on a snake.
the snake made the right decision and fled the vehicle. Shortly after it was towed, and the woman returned to the road before noon.
Before noon. Well, I'm glad she did before noon, because afternoon, forget it. She couldn't return to the road.
I mean, she would have been there all day had they not cleared that up.
Before noon. Before noon. Oh my god.
See, here's another story that doesn't give us all the information. What kind of snake was it?
Yeah,
You
true.
know, I mean, was it a garter snake?
Or rattler, or cobra.
Bull snake?
Yeah.
You know, python?
Yeah.
You know, maybe it was a boa constrictor.
There you go.
And I had a roommate in college who inherited a boa constrictor from one of the guys who graduated, and he kept it in this tank in our room, and it didn't smell very good, and he fed it mice, but you're only supposed to feed it like once a week, you know. So people would be coming in the room, oh, can we feed the snake? No.
It's already been fed every Monday.
So that roommate arrangement only lasted one semester. I couldn't take
You couldn't do it anymore?
No, one night, this is a great story. One night, he had gone out on a bender, and I think he came back home around 11 or midnight or something, and I was already trying to fall asleep, and I could hear him trying to get in the door to the room, but I left it unlocked because I knew he was going to be out late, so I didn't lock the door. So here he thinks that the door's locked and he's trying to get in. And then finally he figures it out. And then he goes over to the window and opens up the window, which was right next to my bed. And it was kind of cold outside. And then he, as I found out later, I just knocked over my vuvuzela.
No.
As he was walking down the hallway towards our room, he was taking off his clothes. And then after he opened the window, he crawled up in his bed. We had lofts, and he crawled up in his bed. And then after a few minutes, I could hear him snoring. So I'm like, all right, he's asleep. I can close the window. So I closed the window. A few minutes later, he starts coughing and gagging, and he gets out of bed, and he thinks the window is still open.
Oh, no, he throws up on the window.
He leans his head forward, smacks it on the window, and then pukes all over the window and all over the floor.
Oh, no.
And that smelled bad.
Well, yeah.
And so I'm like, to hell with this, I can't sleep here, you know. So I get down off of my loft, my bunk, and I ended up stepping in it.
Oh.
So then I had to go into the shower, and then I went downstairs to my friend Guy's room, and I'm like, dude, I gotta sleep on your couch. And so, yeah, that was after that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be your roommate anymore.
Yeah. I would have ended that one early.
The stuff you have to go through with roommates.
This is true.
Yeah. So, let's see. What do we have?
Hold on.
next? Oh.
KFEZ 101.3 FM, Walsenburg, Pueblo, Colorado Springs. You're listening to Gnarly 101.3 FM. This is the Gnarly Dudes.
We normally don't have to do a second.
Yeah, normally we don't.
So, thanks for catching that. Well, here's a song that I've been wanting to play for the last 2 weeks, and it was always getting skipped. So hopefully it plays this time.
Sammy Hagar?
No.
Oh.
Stray Cat Strut.
Oh.
Is this a mix?
I don't know. Who'd you get it from?
From his. Oh, it was on our playlist, way down at the bottom. All right, I have to make sure I get all my instruments in. All right, let's see if I can get a sound out of this. Hear anything?
Very faintly.
Does it sound like a jaw harp?
I don't know what jaw harp sounds like.
You know, boing, boing, wow, wow.
All I know from Peanuts. Snoopy. There it is. That one. I don't care.
Oh, there it is. That's it. Oh. From a garbage can. I think that's upside down. Aren't you gonna miss this?
Miss what? Chasing my
This has got to be one of the hardest instruments to play, because you just have these little holes.
That's what she said.
But I bet you, women really like harmonica players.
There's a woman harmonica player here in the Springs, Dre Van Allen.
No, I'm saying women like harmonica players because of their skills.
Oh, that's what you're trying to say.
What else haven't I played? Oh, my Vuvuzela.
Oh my God.
My kazoo. I got to get them all in. Oh, pizza burp.
I don't think you've enhanced the song any.
How do you know that's my goal? Is it almost over? Oh yeah. 6 seconds. Judas Priest, where's your sticks?
I'm gonna fall on the chair. What am I supposed to do? I don't know the
You missed
song.
it. Let me turn this up.
Uh-oh, Bobby's watching.
Bobby Irwin?
Yeah, now we gotta get professional.
Why, or else he won't hire us?
Gotta be professional now. Show that we're not just some idiots on the radio.
We're not?
Well, we are, but
I'm not an idiot, but I play one on the
we're
radio.
gonna play one on the radio. I'm not an idiot, but I stayed at Holiday Inn Express last night.
I have another news story from Missouri.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
My home state's making the news?
I got a story that would be fitting for your road trip too.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get back on the road again.
What is it, like 7-8 hours? To...
About 7.5 hours, somewhere in there. John says, thank you for playing Judas Priest, one of my favorite bands.
John who?
John William
John
Kerr.
Kerr. Hi, John. John's one of my Chicago buddies.
Chicago buddies?
Yep.
Your Chicago connection?
Yep. Fuck cover.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-bum-bum. Somehow, Judas Priest and the ukulele do not go together.
Hey, just you wait. I'm gonna tour with them.
You got to tour with Judas Priest, what? And our ukulele player.
I'm gonna have a custom ukulele made with flames coming out of it. It's gonna have a flamethrower in it.
Yeah.
You watch.
I will be watching. Oh, I have my camera going. Yep, that's Mike. I'm sorry, the ukulele does not go with Judas Priest.
Alright, well, come on after this.
You are insulting the rock and roll gods. Oh. Told us past my bedtime.
I'll be up for another 5 hours at least.
Now you can't do that one with the ukulele. You cannot do that. No, you can't. You can try all you want. Now, how come you don't have one of those cool ukulele, straps? It's got your name.
I haven't found what I want to get yet.
Or Rockin' Mike or something. Gnarly Dude. Gnarly Dude with a uke.
Get some shots in.
Some shots in?
Yeah.
You're picking all those up.
It's just one.
Always starts with one.
Come on.
You talk about you need to get shots in. That can't be drinking on the show.
Lover, Judas Priest.
Yeah, and you with the ukulele. For those who are not watching on the video, Mike was playing the ukulele while Judas Priest was playing on the radio. That is not a combination that was meant to be in the Music Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I'm a trendsetter.
No, you are not.
I said I'm going to be touring with the Priests, and I'm going to have a custom-made ukulele with a flamethrower in it.
Okay, if you actually tour with Judas Priest, you have to get me backstage passes.
No way, man.
Yes, you have to give me backstage passes.
Yeah. Are you a Judas Priest fan?
I wouldn't mind seeing Judas Priest live.
That's not the right answer. You have to, you didn't say yes. You said I wouldn't mind.
Yes, I do like Judas Priest music.
Well, I have a story about that song.
All right.
So, a friend Guy, who I later became roommates with, the same person that I slept on his couch after the puking incident.
Okay.
We used to play volleyball. We had an intramural league at school, and before every match, he and I would go to his room, and he had this album, and we would crank up the song.
So this is what would pump you up for the volleyball match.
Pumped up, yeah.
You would need Judas Priest to get pumped up for a volleyball match.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. It worked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was fun. All right, let's go.
And now you can get pumped up with a ukulele.
That's right. Yeah, it just shows how things change when you get old. Let's go to the news.
Do we have to go to the news?
We could not. Why? What did you have something else in mind? I told you. Oh wait, I clicked on the wrong thing. Dang it! I told you I had a good story for you on your road trip to your new place. Okay, so when you're on a road trip with your wife, who has to stop more often to go to the bathroom?
She.
Okay, so this story will show you to not ever get mad at your wife if she has to make too many bathroom breaks. Wife's bathroom break earns husband $500,000 lottery prize. You're supposed to, say ooh or something.
Ooh.
June 17th, UPI.
United Press International.
A South Carolina man and his wife's urgent need for a bathroom break led to his winning $500,000 from a scratch-off lottery ticket.
Ooh.
The man told South Carolina education lottery officials he and his wife made a stop at the Anor Food Mart in Anor, A-Y-N-O-R, Anor, because she urgently needed to use the restroom.
I gotta pee.
That's one of my favorite.
I gotta pee.
That's one of my favorite parts in Forrest Gump when he drinks all the, what was it, Dr. Pepper or 7-Up. I gotta pee.
I gotta pee.
I do that. I'll go to pee. The man said he decided to fill up the gas tank while he was waiting, and he spotted another person at the pump scratching off a lottery ticket. He told his wife he was going inside to buy the same type of ticket. I said no at first, the wife recalled. The husband insisted and went into the store to buy a $500,000 jackpot scratch-off ticket, which he immediately discovered was a $500,000 top prize winner. The couple said
winner, chicken dinner.
The couple said they plan to use some of their winnings to fund future road trips.
On the road again.
So what road trips would you go on if you won $500,000?
This is all honest seriousness. This is the road trip I would love to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just get in my car and have no destination. Nowhere to go, just drive until I feel like stopping.
Mm-hmm.
Stop where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Take a gander around the town. Get back in the car and drive again.
Take a gander?
Gander.
I sort of did a trip like that when I graduated from college. And I spent 7 weeks away from home. I drove from Chicago out to here, out to Vail. I worked with that organization I used to work with, guiding. I did one trip with them. And then I wasn't really planning on staying out on the road, but one of the people I work with, he's like, oh, so you're going to Seattle? And I thought that he was asking me if I was continuing my trip and going to Seattle, but he was actually saying, am I going to get a job in Seattle? Because I was hoping to get a job with Boeing in Seattle. And I took it as, hey, I should just, keep going. So then I drove all the way out to Seattle. And on my way back, I stayed with my roommate guy in Rapid City. Drove back through Minnesota, saw the Northern Lights in Minnesota, went to the Badlands and Craters of the Moon and Coeur d'Alene and Yellowstone and all these cool places. I got a flat tire in the middle of the night in a town called Bliss, Idaho.
See, that's what I want to do. I just want to take a road trip with nowhere to go.
Yeah.
No destination in mind.
I had $50 to my name when I got back home, and I didn't have a job yet. And I did it all in my 1978 Chevy Nova that my dad bought for $300. And every other day, I would call home, and my dad was following me on a map. He put the pin on the map. And when I was in Seattle, I went to a Mariners game in the old Kingdome. I ended up being on the Jumbotron because somebody hit a home run near me. There were like hardly any people.
And this was the day before cell phones. This was before we had cell phones where people could keep in touch more frequently. You had to find a payphone.
Yeah, I had to find a way to go. So my dad was worried that the car was going to break down on me. But all that happened in all those miles in those 7 weeks was one flat tire. And
that's good.
Yeah, it happened on Memorial Day weekend, and I had a hard time finding a place. And I remember just before I got my flat tire, I had stopped at this restaurant in Bliss, Idaho. And because I was young and naive, I didn't realize that the waitresses were flirting with me. And it wasn't until after I left, I was like, what? And then I got a flat tire.
So why didn't you go back to the diner where the waitresses were flirting with you?
I shouldn't have, yeah. So I think that was definitely a sign from the universe that I wasn't supposed to leave. But
you ignored the sign.
I ignored it. I wasn't as tuned in.
Sign. Everywhere a sign.
I wasn't as tuned in to the universe as I am now.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, go to music. Tuned to the universe now. Oh.
TWA.
Yeah. My first trip to Colorado with Denise was my uncle gave us his TWA passes.
Well, that girlfriend I had, whose last name was Jones, she was the ticket agent for TWA. And I flew a couple times on her buddy passes.
Yeah.
One time, my friend Russell and I went down to Dallas and saw the White Sox play the Rangers in the new Arlington Stadium. Rained like hell that night. It was it was pretty amazing.
We had to go back. We came out together. We were able to come out together on the same flight, but going home, we had to take separate flights. And she was pregnant with our oldest at the time.
Mr. Robato's coming on next.
Oh, yes.
And then Tommy Two-Tone. Anybody still out there? I know it's past Chris's bedtime. Looks like John's still here. Chris's last comment was an hour ago, so she may be asleep right now.
She said she took a no-dose just for us.
Chris did? Way to drug yourself for the team. For the cause.
Drug yourself for the team. Way to take drugs.
Here it is.
I know. I'll have to crank it up so I don't hear you.
So you don't hear me.
Yeah.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
I can't hear you.
Domo arigato, Mr.
Turn it up a little more.
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
You're bringing out Waffle out here.
Here comes. Domo.
Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Is he right here?
Haven't done the curtain in a while.
Made in Japan. Secret, secret. I got a secret. Any modern man. Secret. I've been hiding under my skin. How to burn my brain is burning. My brain I am. City. I do cringe. Prize.
Now it's getting hot in here.
Secret, secret. I got a secret. Secret, secret. I got a secret. No one else can see. Secret, secret. I got a secret. True identity. I got the Mr. Roboto. Domo. Domo. I got the Mr. Roboto. Domo. Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Don't worry about the Mr. Roboto. Very much, oh, Mr. Roboto, for the job. Nobody wants to thank you very much, oh, Mr. Roboto, for letting me escape. And I needed to thank you. Thank you, thank you. I want to thank you. Thank you. Can you get that high? This is much technology. This will save our lives. This will humanize. Secret, secret, secret. It is fast. Secret, secret, secret. What two great songs they have back to back?
I gotta learn this on the ukulele.
There you go. Jenny, who can I turn to?
I got your number. So you haven't had him pitch you any.
The ball's way over there.
You got the ping pong balls. I remember last time.
Yeah, right for your eye.
Ooh.
Ooh!
Back to the catcher. Grounder to second.
Second? That was in between first and second. Another one between first and second. That's gone!
I'm out. 75309. 67539.
One of them looked like it went straight to the camera.
What?
Two of them, when I hit them, two of them looked like they were going for the camera.
Really?
The ones that went this way. Or good time come.
Oh, it looked like our mics were on. I guess I'll have to be doing Gnarly Okie solo.
Eight, 6, 7, 5, 309.
I actually tried to get some of the peaks and pasties out here tonight. I didn't get a response.
Why does that not surprise me?
Shh. Shh. Gonna get us kicked out of Facebook. Alright, we're coming on in 2 seconds. Did you ever give somebody that number when they asked you for your phone number?
No,
No?
no.
Did you ever
I've
have
never had anybody ask me for my phone number.
Really? Did anybody ever give you a fake phone number?
No.
It happened to me once.
Did they give you 8675309?
No, but it was a friend of someone I dated for a short time. So it turned out that she was trying to get back at me for breaking up with the
So
girl.
she gave you 5551212.
She gave me this number, and because I had asked her to, that was one of my things that I always had hockey tickets, and so I would ask, women to go with me to the hockey game as a date, and so I asked her if she wanted to go to the game, and then I call the number, and I get answering machine back in the day, answering machine. And it was a woman's voice, so I left a message, and I don't get a call back. And then a couple days later, I call again, and then this woman who was her phone number, she called me back. She's like, I think you have the wrong number. And
But I'll go to the game with you.
And I realized, and I should have asked her to go to the game, but at that point, I was I was a little gun shy. But yeah, it did happen to me. happened to me once. So the cruelty in people, you know.
Accentuated by the ukulele.
Yes. Before that, Styx, Mr. Roboto. So didn't the story go that the rest of Styx did not want to do Mr. Roboto?
That's one of the stories I heard, that the group was not in favor of that, but it was Dennis DeYoung that really pushed that.
Yeah, he was trying to do a rock opera.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And the rest of the band thought he just went
off the deep end. That whole song, if you listen to it, I mean, it's a fun song to sing, but it doesn't really make much sense.
Well, most songs don't make any sense.
Well, that's true.
We don't make any sense.
Well, that's definitely true.
Should we go back to the news?
No, let's just play music.
All right. Let's see what's up next. Ooh, another great song. It's The Cult. She Sells Sanctuary. How much do you think it would cost you for Sanctuary?
$1.99. Great song.
It's another good ukulele song.
You done with your plates there?
I think so.
You think so?
Because I don't know any chords, I just do this.
Like everybody who doesn't know any chords. Your balls, sir. How many are you supposed to have?
There's one in my box.
Okay. And your darts? Are you trying to hit the head?
That sound. Oh, right back at me.
Right
back at you now.
You gotta get the other one.
My headphones are hurting my ear. Yeah, it's like when you...
Your ukulele's hurting my ear.
It's like when you fall asleep and you wake up and you've smashed your ear and it hurts really bad.
I don't think I've ever had that.
Never happened to you?
Smash my ear?
Yeah.
Falling asleep? No.
You're a freak.
How do you smash your ear? Well, you're a freak. How do you smash your ear sleeping?
Like this. And then, like if you're like me, you kind of just drive your head into the pillow.
Ladies, he is available.
No, I'm not.
Call 555-1212.
Call 867-5309.
5309.
309. What happened? Oh. You're gonna miss Killer Koala too. He's gonna show up in your nightmares.
I hope not.
Go-Go's is after this.
Are we going on the air or are we talking? Or
This is only one song.
That's right, we did.
I know you'd love to see me smash this on the table,
Yes, I would.
but I'm not going to.
What a shame. How come we have no music? There it is. Is this the Go-Go's?
That's what it says.
That was a weird intro. I've never heard that intro. This is Vacation.
It says head over heels.
The intro sounds like Vacation.
It's not what it says over here.
It's not what it says over here.
You realize that now that I'll be in control, I don't have to play any Van Hagar or any Sammy.
This is true.
And I can play all the David Bowie I want.
This is true.
Because you can't control this.
But you do realize that I can't hear whatever you're playing.
That makes it even better.
Out of control and open.
See, you could have bought that St. Louis Blues ukulele.
I could have. I could have also bought a Maserati too.
Oh, hey, that reminds me. Didn't I share that story with you?
Yeah. About the Lamborghini.
Yeah, you want to read that?
Go ahead.
I think I sent that to Messenger.
Yeah.
So you'll have to pull it up. You gotta do something tonight.
I have. I've sat here and looked pretty.
Well, you failed. Epic fail.
Says who?
Says me and the two listeners that we have. See, another song that we need a slap machine.
Here, come here. I'll slap you. It'll be the same thing. Here, I'll slap you. Come here.
Hey, Chris told me that she liked my ukulele.
She was just trying to be nice. Are we coming on?
Yeah. Why would Chris lie to me? Chris wouldn't lie to me. Oh.
You gotta turn the mic on.
Turn the mics on.
Yeah. Kinda helps.
You know that's gonna happen after you're gone. I'm gonna forget to turn the mics on and I'll be...
It'll just be...
And El Guapo doesn't listen to the show anymore, so he won't know. And then I won't be paying attention to Facebook. So if people tell me they can't hear anything, I won't know that either. So it'll just go on, and I'll just keep talking.
And then you'll play a song and realize, oh, I didn't have the mic on the whole time.
Yeah. So just like times when I've forgotten to press record when I was doing my other shows.
Yeah.
And So we were talking about the Blues Brothers, and my friend Jim sent me a couple pictures yesterday, I think, of from a bike ride along Lakeshore Drive, and the
High on LSD.
Yes, the Palace Hotel Ballroom is actually the South Shore Country Club, which is located near the Science Museum of Science and Industry. And I did not know that, and till just recently. And then also, do you remember the scene with the Illinois Nazis?
Vaguely.
And they drove them off the bridge. You know, Jake says, I hate Illinois Nazis. And then they drove and chased them, and they jumped off the bridge. For all these years, I thought that scene was filmed in Marquette Park, which is near where Jim grew up. But he showed me a picture from his bike ride that it's actually in a park called Jackson Park, which is in that same area near Lake Wasapumani, and we used to go golfing in Jackson Park, and I gave up golfing while having experienced golf there, because no matter where the water was in the hole, on the fairway, or that's where my ball went. So one time there's a hole that tees off near a water fountain. Water fountain's about 25 yards past the tee on the right hand side, and I teed off and my ball went right in the water fountain.
Wow, son, you're just using the wrong balls.
Yeah, they must have scamods. Do you remember what scamods was?
No, don't even know what that is.
Remember when they get pulled over? They get pulled over early in the movie, and Jake's worried that he's going to get thrown back in jail, and Elwood says, "Man, I swear I haven't been pulled over in 6 months. They must have scamods, state county offender municipal offender data system." That's when they pull away, and then they drive through the shopping mall, and Jake's yelling at Elwood, and he's like, "Don't yell at me. You could at least offer some constructive criticism." But that mall was designated to be demolished, and they actually bought all that stuff to fill the mall just so they could destroy it. So all those things and cars destroyed. It's just a fun movie.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. We're gonna share the news story about the
$300,000 Lamborghini that was totaled 20 minutes after driving off the lot.
That wasn't the kid who ran away from home.
No.
We're trying to buy one for $3.
Nope.
Okay.
The $300,000 Lamborghini Huracan Performante Spider was wrecked on a UK highway 20 minutes after its new owner left the dealership when it broke down and was rear-ended by a van at high speed. So basically, you bought a $300,000 lemon because it broke down after you left the dealership.
Right.
And the dealership is not going to cover it.
That was my question, what's the dealership going to do?
The incident happened this week on the M1 motorway outside Leeds. Southwest News Service reported.
Live at Leeds.
That's right. Photos show the right rear quarter of the mid-engine two-seater entirely crushed and the twin posts of the rollover protection system deployed.
This is an example of why it's absolutely ridiculous to pay $300,000 for a car.
It has a top speed of 202 miles per hour. Not 201, not 203, 202.
Vroom, vroom.
Yeah, vroom, vroom. But it doesn't say why it broke down. See, as you always say, we need more information.
That's right.
It just broke down 20 minutes after leaving the dealership and then was rear-ended by a van.
Yeah, see, they don't want to disclose that information because then Lamborghini doesn't want to have to make a recall or have potential customers think that there's something wrong with all of their cars.
Exactly.
Yes.
So you read the story, the headline, and you're assuming that the guy wrecked it because he was speeding at a high speed.
Uh-huh.
But actually he pulled away and the Lamborghini broke down.
Yeah. Cheap crap.
Media. They lie.
Well, you want to hear some Huey Lewis?
Sure.
All right. Huey Lewis in the news. Walking on a thin line.
You are walking on a thin line.
Hey, 19 minutes. We're almost there. Da-na-na-na. Mission. Hey, it says I'm connected to GoPro.
Cool.
Also says storage space running out. Fighting for. What do you mean I'm walking on a thin line?
I think I told you the story where I always thought he was saying barking on a thin line.
Because of what?
I always thought he was saying barking on a thin line.
Bow, bow, bow. I think I got all my instruments in tonight. Except for this.
The deadly string. Wow.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Wow.
That's what she said. That hurt your ears?
Yes. That hurt.
See, that was supposed to happen. Sorry. The whole thing just blew off. Oh. You should have had your headphones on.
Oh.
Well, at least it wasn't an explosion.
City. Alright, I'm running out of battery, so I'm going to have to kill it.
Proclaimers after this.
I will.
Hey, we're gonna get through all our songs.
Cool, that's a first.
There's two left: Van Halen and The Outfield. Fighting for no. Walking on a thin line.
Barking on a thin line. Streets of the city.
Walking on a thin line. And every time I watched that video and I came to the part where it said we're having technical difficulties, I would start laughing.
It's you.
Can you make it? You just yawned.
I know.
Give me your bat. I'll wake you up. So, after you move, I want to see a video of you and your son playing ball.
You do realize my son is like 25.
Yeah.
Be sure to send me that file, please.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only place I put it because I didn't want to put it anywhere until you saw it. Not that I would post it everywhere, but only the Gnarly Dudes page. See, I told you it was good.
It was.
That you weren't going to get mad or annoyed.
It was good. It meant a lot.
Good.
I guess just leave his cable here.
I suppose. And if you are interested in those video cards I got, I can send you the links.
Yeah, please do.
I should have one on Wednesday and the other a week from Monday. Otherwise, it was slow boat from China. And I'm like, you know what? I'll pay a few extra dollars to. And then the next show, coming on 20 seconds. The next show will be the Live Aid special.
Yep.
Walk 1,000 miles before. Whoa.
Would you walk 500 miles for me and then walk 500 more?
No.
Okay.
But if you had maybe some
There'd be cake at the end.
cake, pie, pizza, I would consider those things.
I'll have cake for you.
But just for you, no.
There'll be cake.
I had another Missouri-related story to share. If I could find it, here it is. The escaped monkey caught on camera in Missouri. You weren't in Missouri recently, were you?
Thanks.
June 12th, UPI.
Why are you getting all these UPI stories?
I don't know. That's just the source. A Missouri woman said she was shocked, when an animal ran past her truck, and even more surprised when the creature stopped and she was able to identify it as a large monkey.
Officer, it was a large monkey.
April Holesapple.
Holesapple?
Holesapple. Hole's Apple or Whole Sapple? I don't know. Said she was in her backyard near Alton in Oregon County on Tuesday when she saw an animal streak past her truck. So the animal was streaking?
It was naked. It was naked, officer.
From behind it, I thought it was a mountain lion because it was orange and white and it had a big long tail. A mountain lion. Or could have been a mountain monkey.
Oh my god, how do you get a mountain lion from a monkey?
Because it was orange and white and had a big long tail. And then it turns its head.
But it was naked.
And I saw clearly that it was a monkey. So I got my phone and I thought,
I want to take a picture.
if I don't get this on video, no one is going to believe me.
They need a selfie.
Hole's Apple posted a series of videos to Facebook showing the monkey wandering around her property and accepting an offered apple. She said the monkey resurfaced 2 days later, so she called the owner of the animal, who had gotten in touch with Hole's Apple after she posted about the monkey encounter. Hole's Apple filmed as the monkey accepted a banana from its owner, who explained she had only purchased the animal from an auction about a week earlier and was concerned the primate would not trust her enough to allow her to pick it up.
This story is going nowhere.
Like a really intelligent pair there. The owner said that the animal is a 9-year-old Patas monkey, P-A-T-A-S, and is not aggressive. Hole's Apple said the monkey was eventually coaxed back home by its owner. Missouri law allows for the private ownership of primates, but the animals must be registered with local law enforcement. Speaking of intelligent stories, did you see the story about how the IRS apparently sent a bunch of stimulus checks to dead people?
Yeah.
So I thought that only happened in Chicago.
It was the Chicago division of the IRS.
So they said, what, like 1 million people, 1 million dead people got stimulus checks? And they're not going to try to retrieve them? Part of the article said something about contacting people to let them know how to send it back.
Yeah, ma'am, I know you're dead, but could you please send the check back?
Yeah. Dead or not, we need this check back.
Yeah.
So we know you can use the post office. So, hey, we know we have 2 songs left on our playlist. Should we play them?
Well, I want to thank you, Mike, for the birthday gifts. I want to wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Great doing the show.
Yes.
Looking forward to rejoining you virtually in 2 weeks.
I have a feeling that I'm not going to be able to annoy you as much if you're not sitting just feet away from me.
Yes.
Because you could just turn down volume.
Yes.
And just tone me out. So I don't know, I don't know how this is going to work. I do want to get a cardboard cutout of you to put in that chair so that I can use my dart gun.
Still use the dart gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll make big ears on it so that I could like blow my kazoozella in your ear.
There you go. Thank you, everybody. This has been the Gnarly Dudes. Have a great weekend.
See ya. Uh-oh. I think Oh, you unplugged me. I'm all tangled up. Still tangled up. I wouldn't walk 500 miles. I guess I should turn off the camera.
You're going to be waiting forever to upload that one. Let me know when you turn it off.
Why, are you gonna do something obscene?
Yeah.